Hello students, today I am going to explain you about PN junction reverse bias conduction. So what is today's topic? PN junction in reverse bias condition. Let us see the objects of today's class. PN junction diode with reverse bias, working of diode under reverse bias. So what are the main objectives of today's class? How the PN junction diode is connected in reverse bias mode, and so how the PN diode behaves when this diode is connected in reverse bias condition. That means working of diode under reverse bias condition. How it behaves when we connect diode in reverse bias mode. These are the main objectives for today's class. Let's see how the PN junction diode is connected in reverse bias mode. Recap. So in previous class we discussed about PN junction is in forward bias condition, working of diode in forward bias condition, and some current components related to PN junction diode. In previous class we studied about the PN junction in forward bias mode and working of PN junction in forward bias mode and current components in PN junction diode. Okay. So in today's class we are going to discuss about reverse bias condition of PN junction diode. So let us see how the PN junction is connected in reverse bias mode. So in forward biased mode we connect battery positive terminal to p-type semiconductor and battery negative terminal to n-type semiconductor. That connection we call it as the forward biasing condition. But in reverse biasing mode, how we will connect the battery terminals to PN junction diode means battery negative terminal is connected to p-side p-type semiconductor, battery positive terminal is connected to n-type semiconductor. So here we are connecting in reverse mode. That means battery plus is connected to diode minus, battery minus is connected to diode plus. So we are connecting in reverse way. So how we connect PN junction diode in reverse biasing means take the battery and external power supply. Battery positive terminal is connected to an n-type semiconductor n side. Battery negative terminal is connected to p side of the diode. So battery negative terminal is connected to anode of the diode. Battery positive is connected to cathode of the diode. So in this way you connect the diode in reverse biased mode. So just changing the direction of the battery in the case of forward bias condition. We are reversing the battery in case of reverse biasing mode. Reverse means what? Negative is connected to positive of the diode, positive is connected to negative of the diode. This way you connect the diode in reverse biasing mode. So by connecting the diode in reverse biasing condition, how it will looks like, how the working is done under reverse bias mode. Let us see. So this is the PN n-type semiconductors we connected together form the PN junction diode. In p-type here majority are the holes, in n-type minority are the holes. In p-type minority are the electrons, in n-type majority are the electrons. So this is the diode. We connect this diode in reverse bias mode like this. We are connecting the negative of the battery to the p side. We are connecting the positive of the battery to the n side. So let us see what will happen when we connect the battery like this. So see here, the holes are moving, the holes present in p side moving towards the negative terminal of the battery, and electrons are present in n side moving towards the positive of the battery. That means here battery holes are attract towards the holes of the diode, and battery electrons are attract towards the n side. See here, here battery negative terminal means here exist electrons. These electrons attract towards the p side of the diode. In the same way, electrons attract towards holes attracts towards the inside of the diode. So we are connecting in reverse means battery negative is connected to p side, battery positive is connected to n side. So in this way you connect the diode in reverse bias mode. By connecting in this way, the holes present in p side attract towards the negative terminal of the battery, and the electrons present in n side attracts towards the positive terminal of the battery. Here battery negative terminal means here electrons will exist. So battery electrons and p side holes are attract towards each other. At the same time, electrons in n ion battery holes are attract towards each side. So in this way, the depletion region width will be increases. So there is no movement from p side to n side. So in this way you connect the diode in reverse bias mode. We connect diode in reverse bias mode. This will happens. That means holes are attract towards the battery negative terminal. Electrons attracts towards the battery positive terminal. There is increase the depletion region width in reverse bias mode. The potential barrier also increases. So there is no movement of charge carriers in diode. That means p-type holes does not move towards the electrons of n side. So why? Because the depletion region width will be increases. By changing the power supply also, there is no movement in p to n side. So when we connect the p junction diode in reverse bias mode, external bias voltage applied with positive on n side, negative on p side. This reverse bias adds the internal field. That means we are here potential barrier will be increases means internal voltage of the diode will be increases in this case. The majority carriers, that is holes on p side, the electrons on n side attract by the negative and positive terminal of the supply respectively. The majority carriers, that is holes on p side, the electrons on n side attract by the negative and positive terminals of the supply respectively. So p side majority carriers holes are attract towards the negative terminal of the battery. At the same time, electrons from n side attract towards the positive terminal of the battery. This widens the depletion layer width and strengthens the barrier potential. So what will happens when these two holes and electrons attach towards the battery means depletion layer width will be increases and strengthen the barrier potential. So strengthen the barrier potential means barrier potential will be also more. For hole electron pair are created due to thermal agitation. It means minority carriers. Few hole electron pair are created due to thermal agitation. But when we connect a diode in reverse biased mode, there is no movement of charge carriers from p to n side, but some electron hole pair created due to thermal agitation. That means some minority carriers from p side move to n side, and n side some minority carriers are moved towards to p side due to thermal agitation. So the electron hole pair will be created in this way. As a result, small current flows across the junction called as the reverse saturation current I0, microampere for germanium, nanoamperes for silicon. So due to thermal agitation, there is a few electron hole pair is created. Due to this hole pair creation, a small current flows across the junction. That current we call it as a reverse saturation current I0. It is in nanoamperes for silicon. It is in microamperes for germanium. So in this way, in reverse biased mode, reverse saturation current will be exist. It behaves as a high impedance element. So the diode in reverse bias mode behaves as a high impedance element. That means there is a small current flow. Current is less means there is a high resistance will be exist. So it behaves like a high impedance element. Further rise in reverse bias causes the collapse of junction barrier called breakdown of the diode. So when we increase the supply voltage the battery, by increasing the voltage it will causes the collapse of junction barrier called breakdown of the diode. So by increasing the voltage at the battery side, what will happen? It will collapse the junction barrier. It is so collapse the junction barrier. It is called as the breakdown of the diode. This causes sudden increase in flow of carriers across the junction and causes abrupt increase in the current. So means junction barrier will be collapsed means what? Suddenly large current will be flows through the charge carriers. This current we call it the abrupt current. So further rise in reverse bias causes the collapse of junction barrier called breakdown of the diode. This causes sudden increase in flow of carriers across the junction and causes abrupt increase in the current. So when we increase the reverse bias voltage, what will happen? The junction barrier will be collapsed and diode is in breakdown condition. So due to the collapse of barrier potential, large current will be flows in the diode. So what is the reverse bias of diode? How it will be connected in reverse bias mode? So in this way you connect the diode in reverse bias mode as seen in slide. Take the battery and its negative terminal is connected to P side and its positive terminal is connected to N side. So by connecting the battery in this direction we call it as a diode is in reverse biased condition. How we will connect here? Battery negative is connected to P side and battery positive to connected to N side. That means battery electrons are connected to holes of P side and battery holes are connected to electrons in N side. So we are connecting in reverse mode. Reverse. That's why this is called as a reverse biasing of the p-n junction diode. So this is the p-n junction diode. We connect in reverse biasing condition P2 negative, N2 positive. How the electrons and holes are moved towards the battery we see. So due to this connection, because of this connection, holes in the P type attached towards the battery negative and electrons in the N type semiconductor attached towards the positive of the battery. Why? Because holes are the positive charged particles and electrons are the negative charged particles. Holes are the positive charged particles means these holes are attracted towards the negative side of the battery. In the same way, electrons present in N side attracts towards the positive supply of the battery. So there is an attraction force exists in diode. That means these are moving towards the battery. That's why barrier potential will be strengthened and depletion region width will be increases. Due to the increase of depletion region, there is no movement of major charge carriers from P to N side and N to P side. So there is no in this by connecting in this way there is no current flowing in the diode. Why? Because there is no movement of major charge carriers from P to N side and N to P side. But a small current will be flows in this diode. That current will be due to the minority carriers. So some minority carriers from P side moves to the N side and some minority carriers are moves to the P side. Due to this magnetic arrays, a small current will be flows in the diode. That current we call it as the leakage current, I naught. That leakage current will be in nanoamperes for when we take silicon diode. It is in nanoamperes. Suppose when we are using the germanium for diode, the leakage current value is the available in microamperes. But when we increase the supply voltage, gradually, at some point the potential barrier will be collapsed, and the diode breakdown occurs. Suddenly a large amount of current flowing through the diode. PN junction diode reverse bias, that is some points related to reverse bias condition. External bias voltage applied to positive on N side, negative on P side. This reverse bias adds the internal feed. So in connecting reverse biasing mode, the potential barrier present in the diode will be increases. That means internal voltage of the diode will be increases. That means there is a depletion region which will be increased. The majority carriers, that is holes on P side, attracted by the battery negative terminal, and the electrons on N side attracts by the positive terminal of the battery. So by the attraction force, the depletion layer width increases and potential barrier will be strengthened. So by this attractive force, so we connect reverse biasing modes. There is attraction force exists between P and N type semiconductors. So by this attractive force, this diode widens the depletion layer width and strengthens the barrier potential. But a few hole pair are created due to thermal excitation. So actually in reverse biasing mode, there is no current flows in diode, but a small quantity of current will be flows, that is in microamperes or nanoamperes. That current will be flows in diode because of hole electron pair created due to thermal excitation. That means due to magnetic areas, there is some flow of current in diode, that will be in microamperes or nanoamperes generally. So this current is due to the magnetic areas. As a result, small current flows across the junction called as the reverse saturation current. That small current we call it as the reverse saturation current. That reverse saturation current I naught. So it is in microamperes for germanium and nanoamperes for silicon. That means we are taking when diode is by silicon. That means the saturation current for silicon is in nanoamperes. Saturation current for germanium is the microamperes. So when we connect the diode in the reverse bias mode, the diode behaves as a high impedance element. So when we connect the diode in forward bias mode, when we connect the diode in forward bias means the diode will behave as a low resistor element. But when we connect the diode in reverse biased mode, the diode will behaves like a high impedance element. further rise in reverse bias. So that means we are increasing the battery supply voltage. When we increase the battery supply voltage gradually, at some point the breakdown, the barrier junction will be collapsed and breakdown occurs in the diode. This causes sudden increase in the flow of carriers across the junction and causes abrupt increase in the current. When the diode is breakdown in the diode, maximum number of current will flows in the diode. That means the current flow in the diode will be increases to some extent point. So this is about when diode is connected in reverse bias mode. So by the end of this video, by the end of this class, you know about the reverse biasing the PN junction and understand the reverse bias junction operation. So what is summary? How the PN junction is connected in reverse bias mode, and understood the PN junction diode when it is connected in reverse bias condition, its operation, how the PN diode will be working in reverse biased condition. This we observed in today's class. So how the PN junction is connected in reverse biased mode? Battery positive terminal is connected to N side of the diode. Battery negative terminal is connected to P side of the diode. Connect in this way means that is in connect in reverse biased mode. So when we connect the diode in reverse biased mode, what will happen? Volts from P side attracts towards the negative terminal of the battery. Electrons from N side attract towards the positive terminal of the battery. By this attraction, there is an increase in deflection region width. At the same time, potential barrier also strengthens. Due to this increased width, there is no movement of electrons and holes from P side to N side and N side to P side. So the deflection region width will be increases means there is no movement of charge carriers from P side to N side in diode. So there is no current flows in diode. In reverse bias condition, there is no current flows in diode, but small value of current flows in diode due to the minority charge carriers. So here minority charge carriers are what in P side? Electrons. Minority charge carriers are in N side are holes. Due to this minority charge carriers, there is a small current flows in the diode. That current is called as the reverse saturation current. That is in microamperes or nanoamperes. So this current will be for germanium is microamperes. For silicon diode it is the nanoamperes. Actually there is no current flow in reverse bias condition, but a small current flows in reverse bias condition. That current we call it as a reverse saturation current, I naught. This current is microamperes for germanium, nanoamperes for silicon. So when we connect the diode in reverse biased mode, it behaves as a high impedance element. These are the main features of diode when we connect it reverse biased mode. What is first point? Diode behaves as a high impedance element. A small current flows in the diode. That current we call it as a reverse saturation current, I naught. It is available in nanoamperes or microamperes. So the current flow in the diode is, when we connect the diode in reverse bias means, only because of minority carriers there is a small value of current flows in the diode. That current we call it as a reverse saturation current. So when we increase the battery supply gradually, it will cause us the collapse of junction barrier. So collapse of junction barrier we call it as a breakdown of the diode. collapse of the junction barrier, we call this as the breakdown of the diode. So this causes sudden increase in the flow of carriers across the junction and causes abrupt increase in the current. So when the breakdown occurs in diode, the current flows in the diode will be increases. So at some particular point the breakdown occurs in a diode. That breakdown voltage is called as the breakdown voltage of the diode. By changing the supply voltage gradually at some particular voltage, the breakdown occurs in the diode. That voltage we call it as a breakdown voltage. So after this breakdown voltage, suddenly increase in the current in diode. So we cannot use the diode in reverse biased mode. Only we use the diode in forward biased only. Reverse biased mode we cannot use. When we use the diode in reverse biased mode, diode will be collapsed, breakdown occurs. Only we use the diode in a forward biased mode only. For reverse biased mode, we introduce one new device. It is called as a Zener diode. So here Zener diode will operate in only reverse mode only. So diode will be used in forward biased mode only. So at the end of the session, you will understood the reverse biasing of PN junction and understand the reverse bias junction operation. Let us see some quiz questions related to today's topic. First question is, the reverse bias condition dash the internal barrier potential. Reverse bias condition opposes the internal barrier potential. So that means here when we connect the diode in reverse bias mode, the battery supply voltage reverse the potential barrier. That means external voltage reverse the opposes the internal voltage of the diode. The breakdown causes rupture of internal barrier junction. The breakdown causes collapse of internal barrier junction. That means collapse or rupture of internal barrier junction. Next question, the reverse saturation current is due to the minority charge carriers. The reverse saturation current is due to the minority charge carriers. The depletion region supports the minority majority current. The depletion region supports only minority current. Next question. Let us see some frequently asked questions related to today's topic. What is the first question? Describe the reverse bias operation of PN junction. This is the frequently asked question related to today's topic. That means this is the only one question related to reverse bias operation of the PN junction diode. Or they may ask like this in short questions. What is the reverse saturation current? Define reverse saturation current. Like this also they may ask in short questions. Define reverse saturation current. Once again I am going to repeat these questions. This is the first question. The reverse bias condition, the internal barrier potential. So in reverse bias condition, the internal barrier potential, how it will changes. By applying reverse bias voltage, this reverse bias voltage opposes the internal barrier of the diode. Reverse bias condition opposes the barrier potential. The breakdown causes dash of internal barrier junction. The breakdown causes rupture of internal barrier junction. The breakdown causes collapse of internal barrier junction or rupture of internal barrier junction. Next question. The reverse saturation current is due to minority charge carriers. The reverse saturation current is due to minority carriers only. There is no current due to majority carriers in PN diode when we connect in reverse bias condition. When we connect a diode in reverse bias condition, there is a current due to minority carriers only. Because of this minority carriers, the small current flows in the diode. That current we call it as the reverse saturation current. So this reverse saturation current is due to minority charge carriers only. The depletion region supports minority current. The depletion region supports minority current. That is the frequently asked question related to today's topic. Reverse bias. Explain the reverse bias operation of PN junction, and also they may ask like this: define reverse saturation current, and explain the operation of PN diode in reverse bias condition. So what are the frequently asked questions in exams related to PN junction reverse bias? Explain the operation of PN junction diode in reverse bias mode. Like this also they may ask. And one more question: describe the reverse bias operation of PN junction. And they may ask a short question like define reverse saturation current. This is the today's topic. What is the today's topic? Diode is in reverse bias mode. How it will behave when we connect the diode in reverse bias mode. And what is the operation of diode in reverse bias mode? And how we will connect the diode in reverse bias mode. How we will connect the diode in reverse bias mode? Diode P side is connected to battery negative terminal, and diode N side is connected to positive terminal of the battery. So diode P is connected to negative terminal of the battery. Diode N side is connected to positive terminal of the battery. When we connect the diode in this way, we call it as the diode is in reverse bias condition. So by connecting the diode in reverse bias condition, what will happen? Due to this reverse connection, the holes in P side attract towards the negative terminal of the battery. Why? Because negative charge particles are the electrons, positive charge particles are holes. So obviously positive charge particles attract towards the negative charge particles. So here in diode P side holes exist. These positive charge particles are attracted towards the battery negative terminal. At the same time, here N-type semiconductor, the electrons are attracted towards the positive terminal of the battery. So due to this attractive force, the depletion region will be increases. That means the width of the depletion region will be increases, and there is no movement of charge carriers from P side to inside of the diode. So there is no current flows when we connect the diode in reverse biased condition. Why? Because the depletion region width will be increases, and the majority carriers present in P side and majority carriers present in N side attracts towards battery side. That means they move towards battery side. They cannot crosses the junction, and there is no electron hole pair created. So that's why there is no movement of charge carriers from P to N side. There is no movement of majority charge carriers from P to N side and N to P side. So that's why there is no current flows in the diode even we connect the reverse bias mode. But a small current, leakage current will flows in diode when we connect in reverse bias mode. That current we call it as the reverse saturation current I0. This current will flows because of magnetic arrays present in the diode. So from P side, magnetic arrays are what? Electrons. From inside, magnetic arrays are holes. So there is an electron hole pair created by thermal agitation. So due to this thermal agitation, there is a flow of magnetic arrays from P side to N side and N side to P side. Due to this, there is a small value of current flows in the diode. That current we call it as a leakage current, reverse saturation current I0. This reverse saturation current is in microamperes or nanoamperes. This is in microamperes for germanium diode. This is in nanoamperes for silicon. So when we connect the diode in reverse bias mode, it will behave as a high impedance element. That means the current is low, means obviously the resistance is more, then this diode will becomes like a high impedance element. Whereas we connect diode in forward biased mode, means it behaves like a low resistive element, but reverse bias diode behaves as a high impedance element. So when we increase the bias voltage, that means when we increase the supply voltage gradually, the potential barrier collapse and breakdown occurs in diode. At particular voltage, the breakdown occurs in diode. Due to this breakdown voltage, there is a large increase in the current in the diode. So when the potential barrier collapse, the large current will be flows in the diode. That may cause breakdown in the diode. So that's why we are not using the diode in reverse bias condition. Generally, when we use the diode in forward biased condition only. For reverse bias operation, we are using the Zener diode. Zener diode will be used in only reverse biased mode. So further rise in reverse bias causes the collapse of junction barrier called breakdown of the diode. This causes sudden increase in flow of carriers across the junction and causes abrupt increase in the current. So this is about the reverse bias of the PN junction diode. What are the main points to remember about reverse bias condition? When we connect the diode in reverse biased mode, the diode will act like a high impedance element. How we will connect the diode in reverse biased mode? Power supply voltage. When we connect the battery positive terminal to N side of the diode and negative terminal to P side of the diode. So by connecting in this way, we call it as the diode is in reverse bias connection. So when you connect diode in reverse bias mode, what will happen? The holes from P side attract towards the negative terminal of the battery. The electrons from N side attracts towards the positive terminal of the battery. Due to this, what will happen? There is a increase in the width of the depletion region. There is no movement of charge carriers in diode. So there is no movement of charge carriers means what? There is no current flow in the diode. Why? Because due to this attractive force, the width of the depletion lane increases. There is no movement of charge carriers in diode. That's why there is no current in the diode. But small amount of current will flows in the diode due to the magnetic areas. So this movement will happens by thermal agitating. So the small current value flows in the diode means that current we call it as a reverse saturation current I0. It is available in small values. It is getting in small values. That is microamperes or nanoamperes. Microamperes for germanium diode, nanoamperes for silicon diode. So this is about the today's class and how the diode will behave in reverse biased mode and how it will connect in reverse biased mode. This is about the today's class. I hope all of you understood about how the diode is connected in reverse bias mode and how it will works in reverse bias condition. So this is about the today's session. Before going to end this session, I am playing slides once again. So see the slides once again from starting to last. Objectives. These are the main objectives: PN diode reverse bias, working of diode under reverse bias. Recap: we discussed in previous class PN diode forward biased, working of diode in forward bias condition, current components. How the PN junction is connected in reverse bias mode. See this diagram and see the working of reverse bias by using this video animation. How the holes and electrons are moved towards the battery. And these are the main points related to reverse biased diode. Summary: on the completion of this period, you will be able to know the reverse biasing of PN junction, understand the reverse bias junction operation. Quiz questions: the reverse bias condition opposes the internal barrier potential. The breakdown causes rupture of internal barrier junction, rupture or collapse of internal barrier junction. Third question: the reverse saturation current is due to charge carriers. The reverse saturation current is due to minority charge carriers. Fourth question: depletion region supports the minority current. Frequently asked questions. Explain the reverse bias operation of PN diode. This is about today's session. I am going to end this session. I hope all of you understood about today's session. Thank you.